Does this sound familiar? It's 3 a.m., and once again, you're up making your pilgrimage to the bathroom. It's not the first time tonight. This constant interruption doesn't just wreck your sleep, it steals your energy, clarity, and vitality for the next day. You feel frustration consuming you with every careful, dark trip, while your partner, of course, sleeps soundly beside you. You lie awake wondering, why me? Is this just what aging is? Many believe so, resigning themselves to chronic fatigue, the fear of stumbling in the dark, and the dispiriting idea that they'll never sleep through the night again. But what if I told you something very clear? It absolutely does not have to be this way. You don't have to accept a life of interrupted sleep and exhausted days. I'm Dr. William Lai, a physician with over 20 years of experience, and I've dedicated my career to unraveling the mysteries of the bladder and urinary system. Thousands of men and women just like you have come through my office feeling desperate and hopeless. Yet, time and again, I've witnessed incredible transformations in their lives. Today, I'm not just bringing generic advice, I'm sharing a key strategy in urology, a method about how, and more importantly when, to drink water that will finally let you reclaim your nights. It's a technique so simple, so logical, and yet so profoundly overlooked, you'll wonder how you didn't know about it sooner. Stay with me until the very end, because this knowledge isn't just going to change your nights, it could genuinely transform your entire life, giving you back the restful sleep you truly deserve. Before I give you this life-changing solution, I want you to truly understand the sheer scope of this problem. Did you know that up to 70% of adults over 60 wake up at least once a night to urinate? And for many, it's not just once, but 2, 3, or even more times. This widespread issue has a name, nocturia. And let me be very clear, while it is incredibly common, it is absolutely not normal. This isn't just a harmless inconvenience of getting older, it's a blaring siren in the night, a crucial warning signal from your body that demands your attention. The consequences of ignoring it are far more serious than you might imagine. Stick with me because I'll not only reveal precisely why this happens, but also share the exact precise strategy, the very method we teach our patients, to break free from this exhausting cycle. I promise you, the final revelation could change your nights forever, bringing back the deep, uninterrupted sleep you thought was lost to you. We often refer to nocturia as a silent epidemic, and there's a good reason for that. People typically don't talk about it openly. Instead, they suffer in private, often experiencing feelings of shame or simply resigning themselves to what they believe is an unavoidable part of aging. But in the quiet of my office, I hear the real, poignant stories. I hear from individuals like Michael, a 72-year-old grandfather who once found joy in building intricate model ships in bottles, but heartbreakingly had to stop because his hands began to tremble too much from chronic sleep deprivation. I hear from Susan, a vibrant 68-year-old retired teacher whose independence was tragically cut short when she fell and fractured her hip during one of her routine nighttime bathroom trips. These aren't mere anecdotes. They are the harsh, often devastating realities that countless seniors face. The problem truly goes far beyond simply feeling a bit tired. Let's talk plainly and frankly about the significant dangers that lurk behind these frequent bathroom trips in the dark. First and foremost, there's the undeniable risk of falls. Imagine, it's dark, you're half asleep, and your balance is far from its best. The familiar path to the bathroom suddenly becomes a perilous obstacle course. A loose rug, a misplaced piece of furniture, or even just misjudging a step can lead to a severe, life-changing injury. For an older adult, a hip fracture, for example, can often mark the beginning of a rapid decline in overall health and quality of life. Second, we need to consider the critical impact on your cognitive health. Deep restorative sleep isn't merely a luxury, it is an absolute biological necessity for your brain. During these precious hours of uninterrupted sleep, your brain actively cleans house, consolidating memories from the day and diligently clearing out toxins that accumulate. When your sleep is repeatedly fragmented night after night, this vital cleanup process simply doesn't happen properly. The common results are brain fog, difficulty concentrating, poor memory, and over time, a significantly higher risk of neurodegenerative diseases. It's not just your age making you feel forgetful. More often than not, it's the severe lack of quality restorative sleep. Third, and equally critical, is the immense strain on your heart. Every single time you wake up suddenly, your body releases a surge of stress hormones. This causes your blood pressure and heart rate to spike abruptly. If this happens multiple times throughout the night, you are subjecting your cardiovascular system to constant, unnatural stress and pressure. Numerous studies have clearly linked severe nocturia to a higher risk of hypertension and a range of other serious heart-related issues. And finally, we must address the profound emotional toll that chronic sleep deprivation takes. Constant fatigue doesn't just make you tired, it relentlessly steals your joy. It can make you irritable, anxious, and can sadly lead to depression. It pulls you away from the activities you love, isolates you from your friends and family, and traps you in a debilitating cycle of exhaustion that feels almost impossible to escape. You stop being the vibrant, engaged person you once were. So why does this happen as we age? There are several key reasons. Firstly, your body naturally produces less antidiuretic hormone, ADH, at night. ADH is crucial. It signals your kidneys to slow down urine production while you sleep. With less ADH, that urine factory in your body simply keeps running at full speed. Secondly, your bladder capacity may gradually decrease over time, meaning it can't hold as much urine. And thirdly, something few people are aware of, fluid redistribution. If your ankles tend to swell a bit during the day, that fluid doesn't magically vanish. When you lie down to sleep, gravity no longer holds that fluid in your legs. It returns to your bloodstream, passes through your kidneys, and inevitably ends up in your bladder, waking you up a few hours later. Now that you truly understand the gravity of this problem and the science behind it, we are ready to debunk the common myths and finally build the practical solution you've been waiting for. Before we can reveal the truly effective strategy, we must first stop doing the things that are actually making matters worse. Most people, with the very best of intentions, make common mistakes that actually worsen nocturia. Let's definitively shatter the 3 most prevalent and damaging myths. Myth number 1. To avoid urinating at night, I drink as little water as possible during the day. This is arguably the most common mistake, and believe me, it is also the most counterproductive. It seems perfectly logical, doesn't it? Less water in means less urine out. But your body is far more complex than that simple equation suggests. When you become dehydrated during the day, your urine becomes highly concentrated. This super concentrated urine can significantly irritate your bladder walls, much like pouring lemon juice onto a wound. That constant irritation can make your bladder hypersensitive, sending urgent "go to the bathroom now" signals even when it's not truly full. Furthermore, when you finally do drink something in the late afternoon to quench that built-up thirst, your body, now in conservation mode, tries to process that liquid all at once, often precisely when you least want it to, at night. Paradoxically, drinking too little water during the day can directly lead to more frequent bathroom trips at night. Myth number 2, the problem is, I have a small bladder. I've always been this way. Look, while some individuals may indeed have a slightly smaller functional bladder capacity, in the vast majority of nocturia cases in adults, the core issue isn't actually the size of the tank, your bladder, but rather the relentless pace of the factory, your kidneys, at night. As we discussed earlier, lower ADH production and the fluid returning from your legs are the true culprits. You could possess the largest bladder in the world, but if your kidneys are tirelessly producing urine nonstop, you will inevitably wake up regardless of your bladder's size. Blaming a small bladder is an excuse that sadly keeps you from directly addressing the root of the problem. And no, it is absolutely not something you are simply destined to live with. Myth number 3, a glass of wine or a beer relaxes me and helps me sleep, so it can't be that bad. This particular myth is especially harmful to your sleep and bladder health. While alcohol might initially make you feel drowsy and help you fall asleep faster, it actually sabotages the quality of your rest, particularly when it comes to those dreaded bathroom trips. Alcohol is a potent diuretic, meaning it makes you urinate more, but worse, it sharply suppresses the release of that incredibly valuable antidiuretic hormone, ADH. So when you drink alcohol before bed, you're creating a truly terrible combination of factors. First, you're taking in liquid right before sleep, and second, you're effectively turning off the body's natural brake that it uses to avoid producing too much urine at night. It is quite simply the perfect recipe for nocturia. Furthermore, alcohol severely disrupts the quality of your deep sleep and very often causes you to wake up frequently in the second half of the night, precisely when your bladder is also screaming for attention. Avoiding alcohol, especially in the hours leading up to bedtime, is one of the most immediate and effective changes you can make to significantly improve your nights. Now that you clearly understand what doesn't work and why, you've already taken a giant, crucial step forward. You've cleared the ground for true solutions. Are you ready for the strategy that actually works and has worked for countless others? Here is the true heart of our conversation, the smart hydration strategy. This is the simple yet powerful method that has given countless patients their precious sleep back. Forget the old ineffective advice of drink less. Your new empowering mantra should be drink smarter. I call this the ASIM method, a 5-step strategy that is easy to remember and implement into your daily life. ASIM is an acronym that stands for Adjust, Soften, Stop, Integrate, and Manage. Let's go through each step in detail, and then I'll add 2 extra crucial keys for a truly foolproof protocol that will optimize your results. Step 1. A. Adjust your hydration. This means drinking more in the morning. The core principle here is to front-load the majority of your liquid intake into the first half of your day. The golden rule I share with my patients is this: strive to consume at least 75% of your daily liquids before 4 p.m. So, how do you practically achieve this? When you first wake up, immediately start with 1 or 2 generous glasses of water to kickstart your system and begin hydrating effectively. Throughout the entire morning, keep a water bottle readily accessible and take steady, consistent sips. Don't wait until you feel thirsty. Thirst is already a significant sign of dehydration. With your lunch, enjoy another good glass of water. By consistently doing this, you give your kidneys the entire day to process these liquids while you are active and upright, working with your body's natural rhythms. By 4 p.m., you will be perfectly and completely hydrated, and at that point, we can begin to carefully prepare your body for a restful night. Step 2. Soften the transition. This is about landing gently into your evening. From 4 p.m. onward, it's crucial not to cut off water abruptly. Instead, we enter what I call the landing phase. From this time until dinner, significantly reduce your liquid intake. If you're thirsty, maybe just half a glass of water or small sips as needed. Dinner is an especially critical time to manage your fluid intake. Aim to eat your dinner at least 3 hours before you plan to go to bed, and during the meal, drink only just enough to help you swallow your food. A few small sips? Perfectly fine. A whole large glass? Absolutely not. This gradual, conscious reduction in liquids tells your body it's time to start slowing down urine production in anticipation of sleep. Step 3. Stop in time. This is what I call the sacred zone, and it is perhaps the strictest and most important step of the entire method. You must create a non-negotiable sacred zone of 2 hours before bed where you drink absolutely no liquids whatsoever. If you plan to go to bed at 10 p.m., then your very last drop of any liquid must be consumed by 8 p.m., no exceptions. This crucial 2-hour window provides your kidneys with the necessary time to do their final filtering and send any last urine to your bladder before you actually fall asleep. If you drink within those 2 hours, it's almost certain your kidneys will still be in overdrive when you finally lay your head on the pillow, practically guaranteeing you a bothersome bathroom trip at 1 or 2 a.m. If your mouth feels dry during this period, you may rinse it without swallowing, or take the tiniest possible sip of water just to moisten it, but resist the urge to drink a full glass. This rule is sacred and essential for your success. That completes the core ASIM method, but now come 2 extra powerful steps that will elevate its effectiveness and truly optimize your results. Step 4. Integrate electrolytes. This is about improving absorption. This is a clever little trick to help your body use the water you drink much more efficiently. Hydration isn't merely about the volume of water you consume, it's about successfully getting that water into your cells where it's needed most. Electrolytes play a vital role in this process. The idea is simple. In your very first glass of water each morning, add a small pinch, just a tiny amount, of unrefined sea salt and a splash of fresh lemon juice. The salt provides sodium, an essential electrolyte that helps water get absorbed effectively by your cells, and the lemon adds valuable potassium. This simple addition can make your morning hydration significantly more effective, thereby reducing your overall thirst levels in the afternoon and helping your body stay properly hydrated throughout the day. Step 5. Manage your dinner. This step focuses on controlling the saboteurs that can undermine your efforts. What you choose to eat for dinner is just as important as what you drink in managing nighttime urination. For your final meal of the day, it is critical to avoid certain foods. Stay away from spicy or highly acidic foods, which can directly irritate your bladder. Too much sugar or simple carbohydrates can also increase urine production, so limit those. High water content foods like soups, watermelon, or cucumbers should ideally be eaten earlier in the day, not with dinner. Chocolate and caffeine are well-known bladder stimulants and should be avoided in the evening. And of course, steer clear of coffee, tea, and sodas after dinner. Instead, choose a dinner that is rich in protein and cooked vegetables. This type of meal helps keep your blood sugar stable and doesn't overload your system with excess liquid or irritating substances before bedtime. There you have it, the complete, powerful ASIM method. It's not magic, it's scientifically applied, easy to understand wisdom designed to work with your body. If the ASIM method forms the strong engine of our approach, then these additional techniques are like the high-performance tires, boosting its results significantly. They are crucial supporting strategies that will maximize your success and bring you closer to those uninterrupted nights of sleep. Our first supporting technique is called double voiding, and its purpose is to ensure the tank is truly empty before you settle down for the night. Have you ever gone to the bathroom right before bed only to feel that annoying urge to go again 20 minutes later? It's often because your bladder didn't fully empty the first time. The double voiding technique is incredibly simple, yet remarkably powerful. Right before you get into bed, go to the bathroom. Sit on the toilet. Yes, men, this applies to you too. Sitting fully relaxes the pelvic floor muscles, allowing for a much more complete emptying of your bladder. Once you believe you're finished, don't immediately get up. Wait about 30 to 60 seconds, relaxing completely. Now, lean forward slightly and gently try to urinate again. You will be genuinely surprised by how often a little more comes out. That little more can be the exact difference between sleeping through the entire night and waking up frustratingly at 3 a.m. Make this your new nightly ritual. Our second supporting technique is the gravity elevator, designed to proactively manage fluids. Remember how fluid from your legs returns to your bloodstream when you lie down, leading to more urine production at night? We can get ahead of that process. The solution is remarkably straightforward: the gravity elevator. 1 or 2 hours before you go to bed, while you're reading, watching television, or simply relaxing, elevate your legs so they are above your heart level. Prop them up on pillows on the couch, or if you're already in bed, stack pillows underneath them. This clever technique uses gravity to your distinct advantage, actively encouraging that fluid to return to your circulation before you actually lie down for sleep. Your kidneys will then process this fluid earlier, and you can eliminate it with your double voiding routine. You are essentially proactively milking your legs so they don't unexpectedly milk your bladder while you're trying to sleep peacefully. Additionally, wearing compression socks during the day can be a helpful tool in preventing fluid buildup in your lower extremities from the start. Finally, our third crucial supporting technique is salt shaker control. While we used a tiny pinch of unrefined sea salt in your morning water to aid absorption, too much salt in your overall daily diet is a major disaster for nocturia. When you consume an excessive amount of salt, your body naturally retains water in an attempt to dilute it. This makes you feel much thirstier, leading you to drink more liquids than necessary. Moreover, your kidneys have to work overtime, straining to eliminate that excess salt, and they require a significant amount of water for this process, which inevitably turns into even more urine. Be mindful of processed foods, deli meats, and ready-made meals, as these are often hidden sources of high sodium. Cooking at home gives you complete control over your salt intake. Cutting back on salt not only significantly helps your bladder function and reduces nighttime urination, but also has the added bonus of improving your blood pressure. We've thoroughly unmasked nocturia, revealing it not as a mere annoyance, but as a genuine thief of your vital energy and zest for life. We've systematically debunked the persistent myths that have kept you trapped in this exhausting cycle, and I've given you the proven keys, the ASIM method, and these powerful supporting techniques to finally take back control of your nights. I vividly remember my patient Michael, the talented model shipbuilder. After just 2 short weeks of diligently following this protocol, he called me. His voice sounded noticeably stronger, imbued with a newfound vitality. "Doctor," he exclaimed, "last night I slept 7 hours straight, 7. I honestly didn't even remember what that felt like." He continued, "This morning my hands weren't shaking at all. I'm actually back in my workshop again doing what I love. I'm not just sleeping more, I feel truly alive again." That exact transformation, that profound shift from exhaustion to renewed energy and joy is absolutely possible for you starting tonight. Reclaiming your precious sleep is a powerful decision, the decision to apply what you've learned today. So, here is your clear, actionable plan. First, adjust your hydration by consuming most of your liquids before 4 p.m. Second, soften and stop. Gradually reduce your intake in the afternoon and strictly respect the 2-hour sacred zone with absolutely no liquids before bed. Third, actively support your body with double voiding, strategically elevating your legs, and wisely controlling your salt intake. You now possess the knowledge. You have been given the effective tools. The power to fundamentally change your nights and reclaim your restful sleep is now firmly in your hands. If this vital information has added genuine value to your life today, I simply ask for 3 crucial things from you. First, please hit that like button right now so this video can reach even more people who desperately need this help. Second, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any other life-changing health tips I share. And third, and this is truly important to me, please go to the comments section right now and tell me how many times you typically get up at night. Share your number. There is absolutely no shame here. Instead, it's a supportive community of people who understand exactly what you're going through. By openly writing it down, you're not just taking a powerful first step for yourself, but you're also helping countless others know that they are not alone in this very real struggle. Thank you sincerely for your time and your trust. Now go and prepare yourself for the best night's sleep you've had in years. You absolutely deserve it.